Hello everyone and welcome to Get to Know Hospitality Heroes, a video interview series where we get to know more about the professional and personal lives of some of the region's most important hospitality professionals. Today I'm delighted to be joined by Amery Burleigh, General Manager of Movenpick Jumeirah Beach Residence here in Dubai. So thank you for joining us, Amery.
Thanks for having me. Thrilled.
Great. So Amery joined Movenpick after 6 years as GM of Sofitel Gold Coast Broadbeach, Australia, where she was the first female appointed general manager for the Sofitel brand in Australia. She brings over 20 years of international hospitality experience from the USA, Australia, and the Middle East, having worked for brands such as Fairmont, Four Seasons, and Sofitel. So to get to know you a little bit better, Amery, I'm going to ask you a mix of questions from my two pots here. One is career and one is fun. So are you ready to get started?
Noted.
Let's do it. Okay, I'll start with a career question to get us going.
Okay.
So why and how did you choose your career?
Actually, I originally didn't choose to go into hospitality. I had studied international relations and I was going to be a diplomat. And when I graduated, I went to go join the Peace Corps. And they said, why do you want to join the Peace Corps? And I said, well, because I want to be a diplomat. And they laughed at me. This is, the 80s. And they laughed at me and they said, you're a woman. You can't ever be a diplomat. Those are paid positions. So I quickly needed to rethink. And somebody said, hey, they're opening up a brand new Fairmont hotel in Silicon Valley. And come on, let's go apply. And that is the beginning of the end. I never left hospitality. And as I am today, I'm very much a hospitality diplomat. I deal with international relations. There's always some problem that you have to deal with, and sometimes it feels like a crisis between nations with all the different nationalities that you get to work with and that you get have in your hotel. So I'm actually doing exactly what I wanted to do.
You took a different route there, but you kind of got there in the end.
Exactly. And I love what I do.
That's great. Okay, I'll move on and I'll pick a fun question now. So here we go. What song is on repeat for you right now?
Oh, I like things that make you feel really good. I love upbeat songs. And there's one by a group, they're out of Texas, called Pentatonics. And they've recorded this song in 8D technology. And it's just fascinating. If you've never discovered 8D, please do. But yes, it's technology where your brain actually listens to the song as opposed to your ears. So it's this complete sensory experience, and it is the greatest escape from reality. So that's on current repeat, and I've been sharing it with everybody, and everybody agrees, wow, it's a song that makes you feel really good.
That sounds incredible. I'll have to check that out. We'll have to make sure we check that one. I've never heard of that, but yeah, it sounds very interesting.
I'll send you the link.
Yeah, you'll have to. Thank you. Okay, I'll pick another question now. Okay, so what inspires you?
I love being in service of others, and probably what excites me the most and what I find the most rewarding in what I do is when you have somebody in front of you that cannot see their own personal strength. Sometimes it's just it's like a hidden gem. And so when you can see that and you can help develop that skill or that strength, and then you see them put it to use, that's what gets me out of bed in the morning. I absolutely love that. So finding hidden gems in and helping people realize that they actually have something really special inside to share.
That's interesting. So do you feel like you have a special skill, or is there a technique in kind of recognizing someone else's strengths and helping them develop them?
I don't. Everybody has a talent, and I think mine is just being able to see beyond the shell of the person and perhaps the character that they're presenting.
Mm-hmm.
And because sometimes, especially when people are working for you, even in an interview, they want to figure out what they think you want to hear and what you want to see. But then if you can look beyond that, if you can look past the shell and into the core of the person and understand what motivates them,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's a surprise. And when you can connect to that little hidden gem, amazing things happen and people just blossom. And I've watched it my entire career, and I have this family around the world that have blossomed in front of me, and that you just keep watching them go from success to success because they found something inside of them that somebody could see that maybe they didn't see to start with. And then all of a sudden they have this talent and this skill and this connection to something where they're making an incredible difference in the world themselves just by being themselves. And so that's truly what inspires me every day.
Oh, that's great. I think everyone would like to have a boss like that can spot all those hidden talents and bring them out. Okay, I'll move on and pick a fun question. Okay, so what's the best hotel you've ever stayed in?
Hands down, without a doubt. And it's not because I worked for them. It is called, it's a Sofitel Legend brand, and it is the Old Cataract Hotel in Upper Egypt in Aswan. And I think it was originally built in 1899, and maybe 15 years, maybe 10 years ago, they did a complete renovation. And I don't think I'm lying when I say they spent $71 million doing a renovation, and I think it only has 124 rooms. I've never, it's like staying in a true palace. And every room is different. Every single room has a character and a story. And some of them have the original pieces that the likes of Winston Churchill or, the famous writer, what's her name? Agatha Christie, who wrote, Murder on the Nile. It has such an amazing history, and then where it's placed in such a history or historical, just the energy of Egypt and the energy of the Nile, and this amazing hotel sits on it, and you can just sit there and watch the sunsets on these beautiful decks. It just takes you to another place. You definitely feel like you stepped into another world, and it's incredibly peaceful. And what you look out onto is a world from thousands of years ago. And so it's the best place to escape.
Wow, I'll have to add that one to the bucket list.
Yes, definitely.
You sold it to me.
It's true luxury. It's absolutely true luxury. And it's just so rare these days. Yeah. And then and where it's placed, definitely my favorite hotel.
It's the icing on the cake. All the factors are there. That's amazing.
Yes.
So one final question. I wanted to know whether you'd like to nominate a hospitality hero. So if there's anyone that throughout your career has inspired or helped you, is there anyone that you'd like to mention?
There is a gentleman. His name is Doug Housley, and he worked with me in Four Seasons for years. And I understand that he is relocating to the Middle East to do some project work. He's retired as a GM. He is why I am who I am. He taught me how to love hospitality and how to have fun with it, and he found a hidden gem inside of me. And he is definitely the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing and why I love it so much, because we worked in, true luxury, but we had fun doing it. And he was so passionate about what we did. And yes, so Doug Housley, he's most definitely my hero in this industry, and I'm so grateful to him for everything that he taught me and let me be. And we worked together a very long time ago, so it's a very long impression he's had on me.
Having the lasting impact. Yeah, sounds like a hospitality hero to me. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us today. We really appreciate your time, and we really look forward to welcoming you to the next edition of the Hotel Show.
Thank you so much. It's been a great pleasure.